everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kitchens. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to... it's a running room. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Davenport. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Woods. Turning on the Jets. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's the handoff. Lowers that. Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. to pass. It's Davenport. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So Auburn's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. And the catch along the time will come up a little short of the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Davenport. Here's the pressure. Got a little space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want.
It's a seam wide open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
important in the passing game, but it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Robinson. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys?
Wide open spaces. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I love when you make no bones about it. Bringing the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen, give it to the fullback, let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop it.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Davenport. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Gonna look downfield again. Caught near the sideline. It's Woodyard.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Trying to beat the D deep. Snatches it on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Davenport. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work from big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
On target over the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. So here comes the Auburn offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those.
Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Jaguars! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Hand off to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's gone. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
They're going to run it. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Malone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for room. It's Bullock. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Now on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. With the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Fires to the big fella. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The kick is on its way. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Davenport. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Jaguars will punt this one away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. They give it to him again. Finding open areas. All out of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Tigers are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Davenport. It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He'll do it himself. hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to run it. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Jaguars will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
About to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lets it fly. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Jaguars with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Davenport. He's got it down the middle. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is